In a lesson for the St. Louis Chess Club, international master Eric Rosen explained some tricks of the London system. At one point though, he shows the game Kamsky vs Shankland, played in 2014, featuring the greatest trap in the London system history. The game started with d4, knight f6, bishop f4, d5, e3 and e6. So far so good, a typical London system, nothing out of the ordinary. Knight d2, c5, c3, knight to c6, knight g to f3 and bishop d6. Now white has the choice of exchanging the bishops or going to g3. Bishop g3 was played in the game. The idea is simple. If black takes on g3, after h takes g3, the h file is opened for the white rook, and castling for black becomes very hard. So castle immediately, bishop d3 and queen e7. This move is very important. Black wants to play e5, opening the game. White plays knight e5, physically blocking the advance of this pawn. Knight d7, attacking the knight, and knight takes d7. Now Shankland played bishop takes d7. A logical move. Believe me or not, this move is a decisive mistake, and black is completely lost, thanks to the elaborate trap Kamsky had prepared. Before going crazy with the variations, a note. Correct was queen takes d7, and after bishop takes d6 and queen takes d6, the game is equal. After bishop d7, however, follows a forced combination that is almost unbelievable. First, bishop takes d6, forcing queen takes d6, then d takes c5, forcing queen takes d5. At this point, I challenge you, try to find the best move for white that wins the game on the spot. Alright, the solution is bishop takes h7 check. What a banger! King takes h7 is forced, queen h5 check, king g8. And now another amazing move, knight e4. Insane, threatening knight g5. The knight can't be taken since the black pawn is pinned to the queen. Queen c4 by Shankland, and knight g5 with the little threat of checkmate on h7. Now, before showing you the crazy conclusion of this game, I want to make clear why some moves before bishop d7 was so bad. Let's go back some moves and make two boards. On the left, the game with bishop takes d7. On the right, the correct move, queen takes d7. Let's assume white tries to go into the trap in both of these. Bishop takes d6, queen takes d6, d takes c5, and queen takes d5. Now, as we saw, bishop takes h7 check, king takes h7, queen h5 check, king g8, and knight e4. The difference is that on the right, black has the defensive move g6, forcing knight takes c5 and g takes h5. Now you see the difference. In the game, the bishop is on d7, so white can take it. Instead, in the alternative variation with queen takes d7, there is no bishop on d7, so black will be winning, meaning the wall trap makes no sense in this variation. Insanely advanced, right? Anyways, let's see how the game ended. After queen c4 and knight g5, rook fd8 is the only move to allow the king to escape, but now queen takes f7 check, king h8, queen h5 check, and king g8. Is moment for me to challenge you again. Kamsky here has better than a repetition. Try to find the winning move for white. Alright, the move is rook d1. It prevents queen d3 and, very importantly for the future, put pressure over the d file. Remember this because it's important. Here e5 was played, but after queen h7 check and king h8, e4 is super strong. Look, d5 is pinned to the queen. Very unusual pin. Knight e7, black sacrifice back a piece to gain some activity, but believe me, it's too late. Queen takes e7 and bishop b5, threatening mate on e2. No problem, says white, with rook d2. Queen takes a2. Now queen f7, threatening queen h5, but this time the threat is deadly. Black tries queen a1 check, rook d1, and queen takes b2, but it's late. Enjoy this last sequence of moves. Queen h5 check, king g8, queen h7 check, king f8, queen h8 check, king e7, queen takes g7 check, king d6, and now rook takes d5 check. Here you have it why the rook on the d file was so important. After king c6 and queen f6 check, Shankland resigned, since after king c7, knight e6 check is a murder on the board. I mean, that was insane. If you found it cool, consider subscribing. Also, complete video of Eric Rosen in the description. I have nothing to add, just enjoy your chess.